Hey guys, I hope you guys had a great spring start so far, and I wanted to create this look for you, translating into the whole pastel-like shades, and I wanted to use shades that I don't normally use, which are pinks and purples, and so I hope you guys like what you see. If you do, please continue to watch. And hey guys, so today I already have a little bit of foundation. I put on the new NARS All Day Luminous Foundation in Punjab, one pump of the Punjab, and worked itself out, and then the same, just kind of a sheer coverage for today, just to run errands. But I'm going to put a little bit more on just to give a little bit more coverage on my freckles, but not much. So I'm going to shake the foundation, and since this is very liquid-like, I want to make sure that the product itself is very well mixed. So I'm going to do one pump right here, and you're going to see I'm going to apply it on here and here, and just kind of work this way out onto my cheeks where I have the most freckles and discoloration. And same thing on this side. Start. Today I'm going to go ahead and use my Smashbox Masterclass palette right here. So I'm going to use my crown brush, and this is just a kind of a flatter brush, but it has a little bit of fluff to it, and I'm going to use this as my overall eyelid color for the look. We're going to go ahead and use Lilac right here. And this is going to be my overall shade, so I'm going to kind of pack this onto the eyelid. Blending it as I pat it, and I will intensify it later once I get more towards the center, but this is going to be just like the main shade on the lid. And I'm kind of creating a semi-half circle and just kind of working the shape of my lid. I use a blending brush, and I'm going to use Smashbox. This is the crease brush that they have, and it's clean, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swipe back and forth on my eyelid, on the very outer part of where the shadow was, the base shadow, and just blend that out onto the eyelid because I don't want to have any harsh line. So if you can see, you know, there shouldn't be a line of demarcation, which means a harsh line where the color doesn't transition smoothly onto the rest of the skin or next color. So this is my base shade, and I'm blending it out towards the outer part and inner part. Do the same thing on the other eye, so we're going to go back to Lilac, and I'm going to tap off any excess eyeshadow and work on to this lid. And I always start at the center, and I kind of pat the shadow out. And the reason why I like to do this is I like to concentrate the shade on the center lid and kind of blend it out as I pat. You know, you can do what you think works best for you, but I feel like this has been working for me, and I feel like the color, you know, the way it transitions out is a lot prettier and softer and easier to work. Okay, so this is my base shade. I'm going to actually intensify it again, so I am going to pack this on with Lilac and tap out excess, and I'm just going to add it to the center lid again. Center lid, pat it side to side, kind of build that shade just a little bit more, but not too much, just a little bit more, where if I open my eyes you can see that there is that shade. Okay, same thing. And I'm sorry if I'm looking away, I have a mirror that I'm looking off to the side. I'm using a new camera, so I don't have a viewfinder to see what I'm doing. So I'm using a mirror to see my work and make sure that it looks half decent. Okay, going back with the crease brush and the blending brush, I'm just going to go back and make sure I don't take off the color necessarily. I just want to blend out any harsh lines that I might have created. And the intensity should still be at the center lid, as you see right here. I'm going to tap excess shadow, and I'm gonna just kind of sweep it on top of the shadow that we just applied. You could do this before or after, you know, you could have done it the other way around where you just create this as a transition shade, but obviously right now I'm doing it the opposite way, which is fine as well. The whole point, or the main thing, is just blending out all the shades that you use. And you can do from dark to light or light to dark, whatever you feel comfortable doing and what works for you. There's no right or wrong way on applying makeup. I'm just kind of working this all the way up, but not to the brow bone. I want to still keep that natural skin. Okay, and I just kind of created a bigger half circle. Small defined brush, and this is from Bedhead and TIGI. It has no name, or it might have had a name, but it kind of rubbed off, so it has nothing on it. So you can use any dense brush. You can use a smaller one if you. I'm going to use Violet right here. Just tap out excess again and just kind of apply it onto the tip of the brush. Kind of go onto the lash line. I'm going to use this as like a smudge eyeliner look. So I'm going to use my Wayne Goss brush, number 7. I use Lilac. And I'm going to apply it onto the bottom. So we'll just kind of bring all the shadows together, but not being too dark. With the same Wayne Goss brush, I'm going to use the violet that I used onto that small one, because this is more defined. I'm going to place it onto the lash line one more time, and I'm going to actually define the eyes a little bit more as a liner. So I'm going to use the House of Lashes and the Ardell number 206. So what do you think? Do you like these? I think kind of completes the look without having to do eyeliner. That's why I give the base of the lashes a little bit more color, just so that it acts like a liner. Sometimes I don't want to put liner because you have to be so perfect about it. So this is a good way to just like intensify the eye, you know, define the lash line and your eyes so that it looks a little bit more open and big, especially if you're going to put some mascara or false lashes like I did today. So this is a good substitute of liner, using your shadow and kind of defining it with a darker color. Okay, so now let's get to the rest of the face. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys my newest bronzer and highlighter. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is a Filmstar Bronze and Glow. Look how pretty that is. And you know, if you look at the shade, a lot of times you think because it's not that much darker than my skin tone, you don't think it's gonna work very well, but actually this color builds up and it's gorgeous. I'm going to show you the highlighting first. Typically when I do my makeup, I like to highlight first, and I'm going to use the Wayne Goss 15 brush, and this is a super thick fan brush, and I love it because it's perfect for under to highlight the face, and you know, easy to work with, and it's so soft. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I like to do kind of a semi V shape, and then buff it down, give it some blending, so there's no harshness, and just kind of blend it to my brow bone. You see that beautiful highlight? Look how pretty that is, and versus this one that has nothing on it. And then this side again. Super gorgeous. Okay, so let's get to the next side. Right above the cheekbone, the highest point, and just kind of blending it out, kind of doing a subtle V shape. Blending it downwards, but not too much because we want to emphasize the area of the cheekbone. Okay, so there's the highlight. I'm going to use a new brush from BDELLIUM tools that I purchased at IMATS in LA, and this is the 990 brush. So I'm going to go ahead and apply. So from ear to towards the mouth, I'm going to go into a soft circular motion. You see how that color builds up? It's so pretty. It's like a perfect bronze because it's not so gold or orange. It's not so grayish brown. Like it's a natural warm glow. I'm going to go ahead and use, I think, Rosy and maybe Carnation. I feel like these two, I'm going to do a, blending of both. I'm going to go ahead and start with Rosy on my blush brush. This is the Crown blush brush. I have no idea what number or if there's a name for it. And I'm going to apply this onto the balls of my cheekbones and work its way up very gently. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Carnation. Just do it on top, just very lightly, but not too much because this is a lighter tone. I'm just kind of giving it a little bit more dimension. It's not necessary. Etude House Soft Auto Liner. And now I'm going to use the Dose of Colors. This is the Poise Lipstick. I'm going to go for a little bit more of a gloss look because I want it to look a little bit more fresh and, dewy for the summer. So I'm going to use the lip gloss, and this one is, I have no idea, but this is another lip gloss from Dose of Colors. And I'll write down what it is. Thank you for watching my tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like if you do. And don't forget to comment below. I do read all my comments, and if you have any suggestions or you have any questions for me, please comment below.